Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam McKola. Manchester United have beaten LASK Lynch 2-1 at Old Trafford to seal a 7-1 victory and through to the next stage of the Europa League, where we will take on Copenhagen in the last 8 in Germany. Weirdly enough, it's a one-leg game. This one was the second leg against LASK, and we got the job done in the end. And it wasn't a vintage performance. It wasn't a game I'll ever remember in my life. It wasn't one that I was bothered about. It wasn't one that we really cared about. It felt like a pre-season friendly there today. It really did. And when I saw the starting lineup, I wasn't surprised to see Garlo playing, Lingard, Mata, Daniel James, McTominay, Fred. I expected those guys to be playing because they haven't had much football for the first team in the last couple of months, and they need to be getting that match sharpness under their belt with the campaign coming soon. But seeing Harry Maguire in the centre-half position was a little bit of a head-scratcher to me. He's a player that's played 38 games this season for Manchester United, every single minute of our Premier League campaign. No player's done that since Gary Pallister in like 1995 or something, yet he played 90 minutes at Old Trafford today when we had Ted Mengi on the bench looking for his first ever game for Manchester United. So that one was a little bit strange to me. I just thought we'd given ourselves the benefit of this 5-0 advantage in Austria. Why then go into this game and play your big guns or play the players that have been absolutely battered in the last couple of weeks of Premier League football? It was a little bit weird. That was the only gripe I had about this whole situation, because apart from that, it was literally what I expected. Manchester United players are going to find it hard to get up for this game. We had Bailly and Maguire at the back the fullbacks being Timothy Fosu-Mensah on one side and Brandon Williams on the other, and Romero at the back. And it was a strong 11, fair enough, but it was a game that I kind of expected. United didn't really look up for it, didn't look bothered. It's difficult to get up for it in a game where you're just coming back from 2-3 weeks of holiday. You're probably still trying to get some of that rust off. You're probably still trying to get into the swing of things. And you're playing against a team that, you don't really need to beat to get through. Now, if it was me playing, I've never played for Man United in my life. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to give 100%. But I can see why some of these players were just going through the motions today. No fitness, no sharpness. And the job was already done in Austria. But still, some of those players on the pitch were fighting for their Man United careers. Jesse Lingard, Ariana Garlo, Juan Mata, Daniel James, Andreas Pereira, who came off the bench. These players are all playing for their futures. Because if we're going to be bringing in the likes of Sancho, the likes of Grealish, the likes of these kind of players, then these guys are going to be demoted down the list. Some of them may be on the transfer list and heading out. And you've seen Jesse Lingard, when he went off the pitch, he looked disappointed. Now, I don't know whether that was him getting disappointed at the fact that he got substituted, or whether it could be his last ever game at Old Trafford. It really could be, because this was the kind of position we were in today against LASK. Some of these players, you have to step up. There's no excuses. And I actually thought today Jesse Lingard did. I thought he was our man of the match. In the first half, he was the only one that was really doing anything and trying to break the lines and slip people in and create some sort of chances. And I thought he made some great passes to Daniel James, who, tried to get the ball across the box, and his delivery wasn't good enough. In the second half, he got that goal. He got the equaliser after LASK Lynch. Fantastic goal into the top corner. I can't remember who scored it for them. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but it was a great goal, bending it into the corner, and Sergio Romero had no chance with saving that one. And United did well to get back into it, because I can understand there being no urgency or no will or no hunger to get back into the game. We didn't have to, but we did. Jesse Lingard got a goal. It was a good goal for him to get as well, and I think it was a goal that he definitely deserved. He's on a run again. He's got that confidence. He scores against Leicester. He scores again against LASK Lynch. And I think Jesse Lingard, out of those players that I mentioned, Pereira, Mata and Jesse Lingard, if we were going to sell 2 of them and keep one, Jesse Lingard's the one that I would keep, because I feel he could offer more to us in a squad, especially when he plays like he did today. But of course, we're going to have much better tests and much more difficult tests coming up in the latter stages of the competition and next week's season. So he has to keep improving and he has to keep performing in order to push that Manchester United squad and make sure that he is still here next season. But overall today, it was pretty much what you'd expect. Players going through the gears, United not really having nothing to play for. We're already through to the next round. We got one eye on that. We've just come off our holidays. It was exactly the way you'd expect. Ollie did bring on Pogba. He brought on Marshall. He brought on Pereira off the bench. I was surprised to see Marshall and Pogba as much as I was surprised to see Harry Maguire. But maybe he's just giving those guys minutes before we do play Copenhagen. And those guys are probably going to be crucial in that game against Copenhagen. I thought Igalo had a quiet game today. He got into a few positions where Daniel James maybe should have found him for the open goal, but it wasn't found. But apart from that, he had a quiet game. Juan Mata too, despite the fact he got the assist for Anthony Martial's winner. It was a good 1-2 between them two. He picked up the ball off Juan Mata, got past the player, some tricky feet, got through, slipped the ball past the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper did get a foot to it, but he couldn't keep it from going out. And Anthony Martial got his 23rd goal and the winner on the night to see it 7-1 to Manchester United on aggregate. And overall, look, it was the most pointless game ever. I keep saying it is the most pointless game ever. I've never been as unarsed by conceding a goal as I was today when LASK went 1-0 up, because it literally didn't mean anything. I didn't fear them today. It felt like a pre-season friendly, and that's exactly how it came across on the pitch, which probably wasn't great for our watch-along. Or it might have been even better for our watch-along because it meant we just spoke absolute nonsense. But nevertheless, let us know what you guys think. Do you agree with my man of the match being Jesse Lingard? Looking forward to the next phase against Copenhagen. Are you feeling as unbothered by the Europa League as I am now since we've got Champions League football, or are you taking this more seriously? I'll probably get more serious about it if we get to that semi-final and the final, but nevertheless, we are still battling, we are still in the Europa League, and we completed the job against LASK Linz as expected in the most pointless game of all time, 2-1. Make sure you're clicking that like button, commenting, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for keeping it locked throughout all today, and do us a favour, click join. We're trying to hit 200 members. See you in a bit.